Please state your name and affiliation.
Markus Nævestad, a partner in Rystad Energy.
Now, Markus, in your presentation, you referred to 3 curveballs that hit the market last year.
Yeah. Well, number one was the fact that the consensus among analysts, they overestimated the impact the sanction against Iran would have on the oil market by around 800,000 barrels a day. The second one was OPEC Plus, including Russia. They were overcompensating for this, adding much more volume to the market than was needed. And the third one was the fact that US production continued to surprise most analysts on the upside. In total, a net addition of 2 million barrels from May to October in 2018.
You also shared with us that the high cash flows for E&P were leaving you feeling very excited.
Yes, I mean, we are very excited because 2018 was a record high year in terms of free cash flow for the operators. And we see that trend continuing into 19, 20, 21 with oil prices, or healthy free cash flow with oil prices 50 and below. And we expect that to trickle into investments.
What you were very clear on is that this might be a better year, but the meaningful growth will come in 2020.
Yes, that's the fact, because we expect the uptick in sanctioning activity to happen this year, but then again the spend will first be clear for the oilfield service companies starting 2020 onwards, due to the fact that this is phased into the market in terms of contracts.
So would you be in agreement that this year will bring the start of the slow rationalization that's desperately needed?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to articulate it, and this is the start of a new upcycle in the offshore industry. Of course, it's going to be of varying degree in different markets. North Sea, driven by Norway, it has already happened. It happened last year. UK, we expect that to come as well, and then other offshore regions, with Brazil as well having an uptick in 2020 onwards.
You paint a rosy picture, but is it not the case that raising new money is getting near impossible for all but the most serious, most established candidates?
Let's say a quite general question. I mean, in terms of, in US you have hundreds of oil companies. In the North Sea you have 50. In Brazil you have 5 to 6. So of course, yes, it's a varying market for the different players. But looking at the big players really contributing to spend, we see this happening also with the backing from the financial markets.
Now, you shared the panel with a leading OEM. How will the supply chain supporting our sector change to meet the needs of a changing OSV sector?
I think across most asset-heavy segments, be it jackups, floaters, OSVs, there has been a lot of excess steel, and we think you still need to take out units, scrap units. We believe in a continued consolidation across the markets, and potentially especially in the OSV market.
And finally, day one, opening session. What are your early impressions of this year's OSJ conference?
I think it's a more positive sentiment than perhaps previous years, so hopefully we'll continue on that positive vibe today and tomorrow.
Markus, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.